Hello, my name is Miracle Okpalaugo. Welcome to my ideology video presentation in MMM Global Guide School batch 105. We'll be talking about the ideology of MMM. Everything you need to know in MMM. The ideology of MMM stems from the unfair financial system of the world. People like Sergy Mavrodi took time to point this out. The main ideology of MMM is to create a just and fair financial world to enable people who are willing and able to. Yes, you have to be willing and also able to, so you can partake. MMM has discovered that producers of money and bank owners have continued to get richer, while those working for them continue to get poorer with lesser income and pensions. This inequality is what Sergy Mavrodi wants to eradicate throughout the world by setting up MMM to create a new financial system. What then is MMM? MMM is a community of people providing each other financial help on the principle of gratuitousness, reciprocity, and benevolence. In MMM, you don't have to make contracts or pledge your property. In MMM, there are no lenders and no debtors. MMM is not a bank either. Everything is very simple. One participant asks for help and another provides it. The only thing MMM demands from each participant is to be honest and kind to each other. You ask for financial help when you need it. You give financial help when you are able to do so. How does MMM work? First, you sign up free of charge with MMM community. You request to help a fellow MMM participant by hitting the provide help button and input the amount you wish to provide, which must be your spare money. Yes, your spare money. After which your account will be rewarded with Marvel. Marvels will start growing from the moment you request to provide help at the rate of 30% per month. Calculation of this reward occurs twice a week, that is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 00 Greenwich Mean Time. This sum in Marvel shows how much you can request to be helped by another participant. In 30 days, your Marvel must have completed its growth by 30%, and then you can request for it, either in parts or in full. Then where does this 30% come from? You may ask. Take time to watch the video, Banks the Greatest Scam on Earth. Yes, I implore you to watch it. Use what happens in the bank today to answer that question. Where does the 30% come from? Where does the interest on loans in banks today come from? They come from nowhere. They are fixed. They are stated and are agreed upon by a certain regulatory body. Banks are supposed to give you more money than you have in your account. Why? Why? Because they use your money and mine to do businesses. Just as they ask you to pay 20, 25% or 30% interest or whatever interest they fix on their loans. But the question is, what are the financial indices leading to this interest? And where did the interest come from? We all know where they come from. Yes, from other people who bank with them, known as crowdfunding. Same, same thing with MMM. So let us proceed. I earlier mentioned Marvel. Now let me explain what Mavro is. Mavro is a virtual internal currency used and acceptable only within the community, the MMM community. It cannot buy anything in the outside world. Yes, it can't buy anything out there. And it does not trade on the international market. Mavro is only used and acceptable within MMM community. Let's look at rules of MMM. There are many of them, but let's take time to explain few of them. MMM allows each person to participate with only one account. Multiple accounts are prohibited as they are perceived as greed and runs counter to the ideology of MMM. Each person must be responsible for his own account. Participants must not cheat the system by making dummy accounts. All participants should be cautious and obedient enough to obey the MMM ideology of helping each other. This ideology must be followed to obtain financial freedom, and participants must help each other for the longevity of the system. Participants should provide help within the time given and upload proof of payment after they must have paid. Yes, after they must have paid, not before they pay. The receiver is under obligation to confirm payment of funds by the sender when payment is received. Only when payment is received. Benefits of MMM. Yes, there are many of them. Let's start from bonuses. You can get bonus from your first provide help, which ranges from 20 to 100 US dollar, depending on how much you pledge to help you. You can get 10% referral bonus of amount provided by each of your invites. If you are a guider, you can get 5% from second level, 3% from third level, 1% from fourth level, and so on. If you make a video of your successful get help, aside from letter of happiness, you are given 5% from the total amount of your get help. The programs in MMM, yes, it's a very marvelous one. MMM offers free education to its participants. This is an avenue for any participant who qualifies to register free of charge. This education is called MMM Global Guider School. The school helps participants to deepen their knowledge about MMM without having to sit in some confined geographical place, thus allowing them to think and to prove that they can make a difference. This will enable them to manage other participants who are under them. In conclusion, I will happily say that words cannot express how thankful and happy I am to be part of this financial revolution going on through MMM. MMM has indeed changed lives and has continued to do so. Since I joined MMM, I have regretted but only one thing. Yes, I regretted just one thing. You know what it is? Not joining on time. So for those who are yet to discover the beauty of this endeavor. I humbly pledge to make you understand in a layman's language the ideology of MMM, which is to create a fair and just financial system throughout the world. God bless Sergy Mavrodi. Long live MMM Global. Together, we are already changing the world. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.